What's up, guys? AC Card Shark back again. Just got the new Game Informer in the mail, and I wanted to do just a small show to kind of go over some stuff they covered in there, some reviews, some previews, some news of stuff coming up, all that kind of good stuff. So don't mind me, I've got my notes right here. So if I keep looking down, that's what I'm doing. As you can see, right back here, I finally got my King Hippo poster. So the room's slowly coming together, so that's pretty cool. But so let's see where we're going to start here. Some news and updates from me and what I've been up to. I just finally finished Bioshock 1. No longer on my list of shame, so I finally did get that finished. Ended up loving that game. I really hated it for a while, and everyone was up my butt about it and stuff. So I finally did beat it. I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I'm actually like a huge Bioshock fan now. Bioshock 2 is sitting ready for me to start playing today, so I can finally get on track with you guys as far as like what you guys are up to and what you're playing and stuff. So that's really cool. Funny little story about that. I made a deal with Pixel Sandwich. We were playing on Xbox Live, and he was so adamant that I beat Bioshock 1 that he had never beaten Shadow Complex, which was one of my favorite games, Bioshock being one of his. So he said, "Listen, I'll make you a deal. If I beat Bioshock 1, then he had to beat Shadow Complex. He wasn't enjoying himself, just like I wasn't enjoying myself with Bioshock. So I said, if I beat Bioshock 1, you have to go back and finish Shadow Complex. Come hell or high water, you have to go beat it." So he made that deal thinking I wasn't going to actually finish Bioshock 1. And when I finished it, I was actually online with him at the time. And I said, "So you got some work to do." He kind of got mad, but, um, should be pretty interesting to see if he actually holds up that end of the bargain. But let's see. Speaking of Pixel Sandwich, he's actually finally back on. He did make a video showing his new setup and everything else, and it's definitely something you want to go check out. His new setup is just breathtaking. It's amazing how many games he has, and you can also see my little Shark Bite creations on his shelves and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Another YouTuber in the gaming community who's finally back is Alex Demoted. He had a hacker get into his account a while ago, and he finally got around to bring his channel back. So if you guys want to check those guys out, Pixel Sandwich or Alex Demoted, check out the sidebar right over here. I'll put some links up there for you. Also, currently playing Tropico 3. I kind of have to wait till I get a new TV. I'm playing on a standard def TV right now, and the writing is like this small. So I'm actually currently looking into getting a new high definition TV. So I'm gonna have to wait on that one. So I will do a review of that game though. I'm pretty sure I'm buying it. It's a pretty good time. So anyway, onto the Game Informer news. The first thing I need to hit up is the fact that someone wrote in the very beginning of the magazine, people write in and talk about certain things or whatever, and I have to give a big shout out to Joe Kabusinski. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. And Joe, if you actually happen to see this, I apologize. He's from Erie, Pennsylvania. He actually wrote in and voiced everything that I had thought about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. How it was very disappointing, and while it was action-packed, it was like this big. So yeah, it was explosive and really action-packed and enjoyable, but the fact is it was only a 5-hour campaign, and people like me don't play Call of Duty online with anybody, so it kind of left us out on the single-player campaign mode. So big shout out to Joe for voicing that. Next thing up, they have a small little write-up about Just Cause 2. Comes out on March 23rd of this year, next month basically, about a month away. I actually just picked up Just Cause 1, and I don't know why I was so delayed on that. I've wanted it for a long time, and I, for some reason, just got it. I got it at GameStop, I think, for like $7.99 or something like that, but I'm having a blast with that game, and I'm really looking forward now to Just Cause 2 coming out, because if it's anything like the first one, it should be just a great time. So, but Just Cause 2 comes out March 23rd, just to give you a heads up on that. Also, Xbox Live Arcade, this spring they're going to be releasing a thing called Your Game Room. And basically what it is like a classic arcade. Like, you basically walk around, there's cabinets and everything else. They want to have... They're talking about having up to 1,000 titles in the next 3 years release for this Your Game Room, as it's called, at a rate of give or take about 7 titles per week releasing. It's actually pretty affordable. It's all gonna be really, really old school titles. So if you guys who are were born like when I was like in elementary school, if for you guys it's gonna be like real boring, I think. But for guys like me who grew up on Atari and Coleco and going to arcades actually with a roll of quarters, um, it's gonna be a good time, I think. They're gonna be costing between 240 and 400 Microsoft points, which is about $3 to $5 per title. Or they actually give you a cool option where if you want to try a title out to see like how it translated to the Xbox, and then maybe you're not sure you want to play it or buy it, they give you an opportunity to spend 40 points, which is 50 cents, and get like a single gameplay out of it, almost like you're popping quarters. And ironically enough, these games cost a quarter when they came out to play when they were brand new, and now they're 50 cents. So I'm not so sure about that. I honestly, I'm just gonna spend $3 or $5 to buy a game, but um, I just thought that was kind of cool. Coming up in March, guys, the March releases, we have a huge amount of games coming out in the beginning of the month, and it kind of tapers off at the end. But March the 2nd, we have Alice in Wonderland. With the movie coming out, obviously they're going to release games with it. But Alice in Wonderland for the Wii and the DS coming out, and not so sure I'm going to try that out. I mean, I only have a DS out of those two, so I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to the movie. It comes out in 3D actually at the theater down by my house, so I'm really looking forward to that. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is coming out also March 2nd for the 360, PS3, and PC all on the same day, so that should be a good time. Battlefield Bad Company 1 was actually a really enjoyable game, so that should be really cool. The battle of the MLBs, MLB 10 The Show and MLB 2K10, both releasing on the 2nd of March. Now, I'm sorry if I'm 2K Sports, I'm beating them to the release date. I'm getting it out like 2 weeks prior, because people who are jonesing for that baseball game are going to go and buy whatever they can get at that point. I think it's a huge mistake that that they're going to release it on the same day. They're going to get buried. And considering that 2K10 and the show are both on the PS3 and the PSP, it's just not looking good for 2K Sports. I'm just not too thrilled with that decision. But honestly, they're making their own grave there. And also on March 2nd, Sonic Classics coming out for the DS, the Classic Collection. That actually may be something I look into. I'm really stoked about that coming out, so that's cool.